Alright, my name is Damien. I'm the other person who helps with this channel. I posted a few gaming videos a while back. I'm just sure that my mic quality was so terrible you guys couldn't even hear me. Anyhow, I figured I'd try to make a video on Heroes Reborn today and do a bit of a rant because I think that they're gonna probably run the show into the ground. Like, 4 seasons, watched all four, did great. First season necessarily wasn't the best, but it had a lot of build up to something greater in a sense. Everything first season up, in my opinion, was great. Speaking, it's any opinion that I post on this channel is my opinion alone, and if any of you have different opinions or if you have different ideas, feel free to share. It's just me personally. I feel that with this show, they're going to run it into the ground in a sense because I mean, don't get me wrong, shows these days aren't exactly that bad. It's just that with America's sort of society rules, or my fault. With America's seeming image, they want to put a lot of TV shows with teenage angst and like they want to zoom in on all the lovey-dovey stuff and all the awkward teenage relations and the brotherly bonds between certain people because that just seems to be what's most appealing to TV viewers today. Back then, I really enjoyed Heroes because it didn't focus on any of that. Yeah, sure, there was a few sex scenes. Yeah, sure, there was a few. There were. Claire had a few teenage awkward moments, but other than that, it was an all around adult, pretty adult, all around serious and not so awkward and sappy show. Now, with the new cast members, I get the feeling that they're gonna try to do the same thing now, and it's gonna bother me. And it just seems that I mean I hope that they don't play into that because Heroes was definitely an amazing show, and I'm happy that they're bringing it back. And I will watch every episode until if my fault if I do or don't fall out of line with it, then I will definitely watch it to its conclusion if it makes it that far. But another section. I mentioned Claire. She's dead. And that's a bit of a surprise coming from a girl who literally can heal from any injury. Now, I say like I would say almost every injury, but I don't think she's got Deadpool regenerative abilities. But the only way I'm pretty sure you can kill Claire is through like the normal ways that she seems to show, beheading or like a, a spike through the back of the skull. That normally works, but in the trailer, they didn't show anything like that. So the most I can assume is that somebody killed her during the eclipse. But then again, to start off a series with one of the main characters that was shown in the very first episode dead, I don't know. It could have some allure. I'm just really not sure. But in any case, I'm going to attempt to have faith in the director, and I'm going to hope that he just doesn't fall on the bandwagon and start pulling some teenage we have to band together, adults we have to join you because we remind all the older people of what the old show used to be like. That would just push my buttons a little bit because that's the most not stereotypical, but it's the most cliche thing you can think about. But it's just a bit of an irritation because I honestly loved the TV show. Me and my father watched it a while back, and we enjoyed every episode of it, aside from the first season, of course. Not from the first season. That seems a bit wrong, but it's just I don't know. Like we watched it with awe. We enjoyed the series, and granted, this was a few years. This was like what about a good. Let's see. Heroes ended in 2006, I believe. I remember watching the show about maybe I want to say before I started high school, seventh or eighth grade. So about 5 or 4 years ago, that would mean we watched it 4 years after the show was finished. It was done. Like the ratings had gone down, and the show was, I would assume, forgotten about. And it was on Netflix, and we decided, hey, let's watch this show. And I never regretted any second of it, aside from the fact that there was a lot of repeating things. Siler did get a bit old after a while, but other than that, the show was great. Now, Whether or not they should have left this show dead or not, it's up to them because the way they ended off the series, the first like in the first section, the heroes, not heroes reborn, but the way they ended it off was perfect. Claire revealed their abilities to the world, and as you can see in this new show, it probably might have not have been the best idea, but she revealed her abilities to the world, and that could have been that. The show was that episode was titled "Brave New World," and it seemed to be the beginning of a new section, not section, but it seemed to be the beginning of something new for the show, rather than them just hiding in the shadows, rather than them being hunted by the company, which was surprisingly absent a lot during the last bits, but you know um, but and like instead of them having to like hide, they wanted to come out into the open. But nope, as you can see, when freaks of nature, or not freaks of nature, but when people who are different from society come out of society, leave it to America to persecute them because that's just the way we do things here. But in any case, it's the start of something new, and when you start something new, people get. I mean, people like myself we're used to what we're used to, and it just seems a bit different whenever you try to change that. Of course, I will attempt to take all of this into stride and hope that the TV show works for the best because I personally enjoyed every second of it. And whether or not the show crashes and burns to the ground or it resumes to its former glory, I am going to try my best to sit through it and if you guys would like, just drop a like, and I will do my best to analyze each and every episode that comes out. I will do a discussion about it, and I don't know. I'll do weekly not rants, but weekly discussions, weekly reviews on each episode, and hopefully it'll prosper. Hope me and my friend are running this channel, and let's just hope that it can we can get it going. Anyhow, this is Damien Rosa. And I'm going to end this video here. Drop a like, subscribe if you would like to, and yeah, have a good night or day, wherever you are.